Okay. Mm. Okay. Hello and welcome to the PlayTOONS mobile gaming 1 year anniversary live stream. As I can see, nobody is here to watch the live stream right now, despite making an announcement on TikTok. Well, either way, the show must go on. To start, I will show my creations on a game called Disney Infinity. And these are models that I will make in future video games for making video games in the future. Oh, hey there. At least someone came over to celebrate. Now, for the people who are listening to this live or not, um, the majority of the world you will see will center around animals. Um, and if you're not into that kind of idea, don't worry. I do have a couple of worlds here that you can see that will center around humans. I made this decision so I could have some variety for the players in the future. And so, with that in mind, let's start with a human world, which will be Farming Island. Now, the reason why I am doing this on Disney Infinity and not an actual game engine is because, well, I don't know how to use the game engine. I tried looking up on YouTube and how to do programming and such, but um, when I end up making errors, there's no way to tell what I did wrong, and there's no one to back me up. And that's why that I'm waiting until I can learn programming in college, to which I am right now, but this is just the beginning, so it's going to take some time until I can get into actual programming. So until then, I just have to keep on building the world to my heart's content. Now, here, this is Farming Island, and this will be one of those island escape games. So basically, you were in something like a blimp or a plane, and there was a terrible storm that makes you fall off the plane or blimp, to which you land right here. And this is where the game begins. So, as you go down this path, you notice that at first there would be no bridge. So, it would be impossible to get across. Basically, this adventure will be based on using your tools to get around obstacles. So, with an axe that you carry, that you carry with you. You can chop down some trees, find some rope, and with enough materials, you can make the bridge. And there'll be other stuff like grappling hook and um that wheat cutter thing that farmers use. Basically, stuff to gather materials and to explore different places. But the only way to collect those is to collect the tools is to rank up in order to climb the ranks, you have to find other survivors, build their homes, and complete side tasks. Anything to build experience. And once you do, you'll be able to access those tools that allows you to unlock new places and secrets throughout the island. And you have to keep going until you find a way to escape the island. So as you can see, this is still work in progress. The Where I was before was at the mountains, all the way down to this hub area, which is a village. There would be gardens and a something like a tool shed that allows you to build furnitures with the materials you carry. And then um, once you wake up, you can collect a shovel that allows you to dig. A wheat shredder. Yeah, wheat shredder. And again, you have to use those tools to unlock new areas. So right here would be something like um a big tree that's blocking the way. So you have to, well, not a big tree, but something blocking the way, so you have to dig it out, and allows you to access the beach. Now, it would be big, open to explore, and as you keep traveling this way, you'll notice another gap here. So, in order to cross this gap, you'll have to build a bridge. And in order to build a bridge, you need to cut down palm trees. That way, you'll have enough material. And as you keep going over here, you will notice this scene that has. And once you climb up here, you'll be able to come up here. And there will be more stuff here. And, but that's all I have for now. I will continue to work on it until it is done. So if you like this kind of idea, I hope you look forward to it. Now on to the next world I'm working on. Another world that centers around humans, and that would be Night Dungeon. Now, if you're familiar with something like Etrian Odyssey or Persona Q, then you might have an idea on what this world will be like. But if not, I'll explain. Um, So in Etrian Odyssey and Persona Q, the letter Q, the dungeons are isometric and the exploration is first person. And every time you make a move, everything else everything else will make a step as well. The creatures, the time, and in here you'll be exploring a dungeon-like world where ghosts and phantoms and reapers crawl through the night or roams in the night. And as you can see, this will be like one big maze. I actually had a dream about this where everything takes place at night and it would have this dungeon like level or a game. And further up this way leads to a forest, which you can see it's in working progress, that leaves this area, which will be a city. But the thing is that I never went further than that because, well, I was a coward due to how spooky this place was. And there there was this little spark of fire I noticed just appeared out of nowhere. So I used special specs to see what that thing is, and it revealed that it was a giant eyeball looking at you. And then when you click on it, it will ask, "Will you accept this challenge?" And then I answered yes. And then I transitioned to a battle. Again, this is still work in progress. I will continue to make this kind of place until it is ready. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it so far. So this is everything for the human world for now. I have one more that I didn't make it, which will be a time traveling game. And it'll be like Doctor Who, except instead of a TARDIS, you have a doctor, you have this man in a fancy suit, not a coat, a suit with a top hat that's made purely out of gears and tech. Not sure how you can wear that, but hey, it's fiction. And he would have this pocket watch that allows him to predict time as well as control time, at least in his um, essence. So he can rewind time, but only for 1 minute. He can fast forward time, stop time, whatever he needs in order to survive. And that's all I got for now. And yeah, that's everything I have for the human world for now. Now let's move on to the animals, because believe me, I got lots of it. I Yeah, I have a personal passion for the animal world ever since I was a child. And so I've been watching lots of, let's see, Palace, Toybox. Let's do this one. A lot of video games that centers around animals, mostly platformers. There were movies like Zootopia and Cats Don't Dance, which were really good films. I recommend it. And and yeah, I've been building that knowledge, and I'm still building it myself by going through the internet, making sketches, redos, and redraws. Which, by the way, after this, I will show you some of my character sketch. To which, keep in mind that all of them are animals, so no human sketches yet. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying it so far. Okay, now this one I actually made years ago, to which I'm now working on it recently, or I have been working on it recently. If you're familiar with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, then you'll probably get an idea what this game is like. But for those who don't know, it's basically floating islands that you can explore. This one is a forest. Whoa, wait until you see the castle. This is a that cast or that kingdom over there is something that I've made when I was little. I was surprised as heck. And and there will be some secrets here and there. I don't have an idea on what the story or the premise will be like, but it's something that I hope I will get into later. If you go, it doesn't go, or it's a dead end over here, but this would lead to a secret, which is why I put this treasure chest there. Ah, hey, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it so far. And anything you miss, you can rewatch once this stream is over. In case you don't know, I have made some worlds that will center around humans, and now I'm showing worlds that centers around animals. I don't think this will be platformer. If anything, it'll probably be more like Zelda, where you can run and auto jump. But yeah, that's basically it for this little island. And now I will move this way. So over here is a stadium, a really big stadium. This is something that I also made when I was little. I think I was 12. But yeah, you would have all the audiences. You would have kind of like like the gladiators where you have the people and the ruler up front and they watch the battle to the death. Zelda in the Isles of Sky Lost. Yeah. Yep, exactly like that. And now onto the special piece of pie, which is this kingdom right here. This is literally something I made when I was around 12. and I looked at it recently and I was like, "I made this?" Now, in the front yard of the castle, you can see the ruins for decorations, and then the garden at the back is like, "Oh my gosh, such attention to detail." And how much space I used up for this toy box. Don't worry, I will explore it, but for now, let's start with the village. So I ended up making a little maze here. But the one thing about role playing games is that normally when it comes to side quests, you usually find them in villages. So with a village this big, you would probably have a lot of side quests. Let's speed this up a little. There we go. As you can see, there are doors floating above. I mean, that's the thing when you're using preset assets. Um, you don't get to make it perfect. Yeah, you would put stairways here. But hey, the number one, well, not exactly number one golden rule, but the one thing about development is development first, details later. As long as you have everything you need to make a good game or a movie in this matter, um, you can save the polishing for last. And now on to here, which by the way, if I remember, well, actually, I do remember correctly that the music I played for this area would be the Soliana Castletown from Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. And yes, I have that game, so I know what it's like. Oh yeah, that's a Stitch hoverboard. We need some of the covered people from the Stadium Village. Oh, that would be nice. But instead we have the more plastic style toys, the chibi boxy like figures. I never bother adding them mainly because it uses up space in the toy box. But yeah, I personally would like to add that for additional detail. And let's head to the garden. Now, there's nothing inside, even though I would like to add details inside. But hey, that's just part of using assets. Now, for this place, well, actually, I don't remember if I had any music for this place. But yeah, you have the moat and the trees. Those trees over there are just background, and a few dead ends. I probably should not include dead ends for in the game, so that's something to think about. Laid out so beautifully, I know, right? And that should be it for the kingdom. Now, for something I've been making recently. Now, over here would be a dungeon island that on top would be well, just a plain field. But once you enter here and you go through a secret passageway, you would enter a dungeon world. I haven't made that yet. I'm trying to think about it since I have so little space here. But hopefully I'll make that in the future. Now for this place, this is supposed to be another forest island. However, it would be more like um a platformer level. I guess this is supposed to be a platformer level. But as soon as you go through this path, you would enter the level. Um, to which I want to give a quick tip to people who wants to make platformer games. If you want to know what, or at least one way to know what old platforming is like, I recommend checking out KO the Kangaroo, to which it is available on Steam right now. You have the new one that's out this year. I don't have that game yet, but I hope I will soon. And then there is KO Round 2, the original sequel, to which I do have. I recommend checking that out. The gameplay is very good. Has that early 2000s feel. I love dungeons. Yeah, they can be fun to explore. The puzzles, the vibe, the environment. I think that sounded redundant. So I don't. There should be more obstacles here to have a fun challenge, and then cross this bridge. Another secret path right here, and then you go this way, to which you go under the bridge. Oh, I did. I should block that up. That's not supposed to be there. And then you have this little area here, to which I'm pretty sure is some kind of event. And then you jump off and you're back at the start. So yeah, that's everything I have for this world for now. Um, I still have more, so let me see if there's any more I'm thinking of showing. And if not, I'll move on to Disney Infinity 2.0 because believe me, I got plenty more where that came from. The toy farming. That's all for now. So I will swap discs. So in the meantime, feel free to talk amongst yourself. Okay. So I can already see some of the viewers questioning about the discs. Yeah, in case you don't know, Disney Infinity made 3 discs of the game 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. But it's not like an update or anything. If anything, it is a different game with updated and new/different worlds and assets. And that's why I have all three, because one has more assets than the others. Now, let's let's start with the city worlds, with the first one being Town Square. Now, this is an inspiration to or from Sonic Adventure. If you're familiar with that game, it's the idea where the you have three areas of the hub world: town, station square, forest to ruins, and the egg carrier. And this is based on that idea. The adorable little child. Yeah. Yeah, I still have the Chaho Garden in the sequel, so it was nice going there. I don't think I progressed far in that game. Yeah. I'm blind when it comes to progress in the Chow Garden. Anyways, in this city, there are multiple places which are divided into zones. And I don't mean like Green Hill Zone or Marble Zone. I mean the zones in the hub world. Chaos. Yeah, that creature really was something. So, the first one we're seeing is the residential district known as Town Square. And a little heads up, I added a day night cycle to this game. Not an actual clock like you would see in Zelda or something, but a switch that lets you switch between day and night. And as you can see, I have Anna from Frozen. Yeah, the reason why I chose her is so I can have that vibe I'm looking for the farming islands. To which, a reminder, if you haven't seen it, you can replay this video when I'm done streaming. So you would have the town square or station square music in this place. I added vehicles mainly because the world is not that big, so I can add vehicles to it. Look at me. And I added stuff like this place, or this part right here is a garage, and some houses in place. I added a little backyard over here. It's very small. Oh, and over the fence. You can't go there, so it's nothing. And then you would have this part right here. Through that door, supposed to be a mall for equipment and arcade stuff. And by equipment, by that I mean this world is supposed to be like those online service things. And I don't mean like an actual one. Well, it's a little confusing, but basically, this world is like one big server that you can interact with people, buy equipment and stuff. No loot boxes. I despise loot boxes. And over here is a subway that's supposed to lead to other zones of the city. It's nothing right now, but that's the attention to detail I put in. Now for the interesting part, which is the day and night cycle. I flick the switch and it's nighttime. And if you want that vibe of the city, I recommend putting on Sonic CD, Stardust Speedway Past. Like Splatoon? I guess you could say that. That would be, in a way, accurate depiction. Oh, I forgot about that. This right here. It would be faster if I used the spark mode. So once you go up those platforms, it would lead you up here. I'm not sure what would happen here, but you would at least get this view above the buildings. And I don't know about those roofs. It's something I saw. Yeah, this part here was in a dream, so as well as those roofs, so don't ask me why they're there. I don't know either. And yeah, let's move on to the next zone. City Park. Now, this is supposed to be like the Forest Ruins, the second zone of Sonic Adventure, or second hub zone. So instead of an actual forest or something, you would have a city park. It's not as big as a real city park. I've seen the size, but you'll at least have an idea on what it will look like. Okay, so before I start exploring, this is the city park, which, by the way, you would play that Ruins music from Sonic Adventure. And once again, here's the subway. There's no day or night option yet, but I will probably not make sure because I will forget. But I will still try to add that. And as you can see around this park is just the buildings and such. And I've made a few entrances. Not around here though. That is pretty inconvenient. But once we get in, you will see everything. Here it is. I added some hills. I didn't want them to be this deep, but it's kind of hard making it detailed, nicely detailed. But hey, I'll I'll try to think of something for it. Oh, the background. No wonder, no wonder the atmosphere feel lighter. I should remove that. And a little fountain here, which probably should be in the middle. And so you go through here, which has that forest like vibe. And it will lead you to this itty bitty tennis court. You play tennis up close. And on the other side, this way, it will take you to this area. Yeah. There isn't really anything besides this spot, so. And now for the most interesting part of all, which is over here. You go down the stairs. I believe there's stairs, or they're supposed to be stairs. And it will take you to this autumn part of the forest. And once again, this spot here. I think there's something supposed to be here, but I'm not sure what. But yeah, that's it for this area here. It's nice walking under the trees. The autumn trees, which by the way, it's fall now, so we should be experiencing that now. So let's move on to the next set zone, which will be my personal favorite, the resort district. Now, the resort district is two things: a resort and something like a casino where you can shop, gamble, and eat. So it's like mini Las Vegas. So during the day, you can relax at the beach, and during the night, you can do whatever you want at those shops. Okay, here we go. As you can see, I'm working on stuff over there to make it more like, well, yeah. But yeah, you got the docks, you got the beaches. And here's the city. For night music, you would have Casinopolis, specifically that Sonic Pinball stay or pinball game, that jazz music. Gustos. And over here was supposed to be a theme park, but I decided to remove it because it was taking up too much space and I didn't have any good ideas there. Yeah, all the billboards, the attractions, stuff people would want to go to during the night. And flicking the switch, it's daytime. So now people go out and hang at the beach. And as you can see, I made a really big beach. You can go through here. Woo. And over here is once again a subway that would take you to places. And I can see that it's not done yet. Lots of space. Yeah, definitely. And now for a another one, or the last one for now, will be the factory, which is a facility outside the city. It's supposed to be the evil one's lair, the egg carrier. See, if you want to have that vibe, go ahead and play that music from the egg carrier. For beach. Okay, it is. Oh, yeah. It is right over there. That's the lair. Woohoo! And as you can see, I'm still working on the background for the city. And you would. And since we know how bad facilities can be when it comes to the environment, I thought this would be perfect for the villains to be in when it comes to a city. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I should add stuff here, but I haven't done that yet. And that's basically it for that place. But there will be more for sure. And yeah, that's it for the city. Now let's move on to another world. Let me see. Okay, let's go for this one. This is something that I've made back then as a teen as well. It's short, but it's nice. Not sure if it'll be a game per se. Probably just a short like silly symphonies. Okay, I'm at the starting point. As you can see, right over there is a tower. And I'm supposed to go to that tower. So starting here, you would play music from Pokemon X and Y. The the order of the routes, if you can know them. So you go up the hill. This is supposed to be detailed, but since, pre-used assets, I cannot put in that details, but that's okay. So going up the hill, let's speed it up a little. And this would lead to a small forest. Very small. Just one pathway. Well, actually, there's a detour coming up, but other than that, just one pathway. Like I said. So I'm going this way. And quickly climb up. This and well, that's basically it. And then up here is a beach, a nice little coast side, a little pond here. And over here is supposed to be like a maze, but it's pretty small, so and I made one dead end, which is right there. And then my one this part, which is my personal favorite, the mountains. You would play the route music from Pokemon X and Y with when you climb up the mountains or run through the autumn forest. It's really nice. And once you reach to the bottom, you come here, to which you can tell that I'm close to the end of the journey. So you have some ruins around here. That's supposed to be like walls and gates that would lead to that tower. So let's speed it up in this part here. There we go. And that's basically it for this world. Small, but nicely done. And now let's go to Haunted Castle. It's something I've been working on a little. It's an inspiration from Muppets Monster Adventure, if you've seen that game. And in case you don't know, it's basically about Robin, Kermit's nephew, journeying through the haunted lands to rescue his friends from the curse. It actually looks pretty good. I don't have the game yet, but I hope I can get it. And the music is really nice. Oh darn, I'm at the castle. So where I am right now, it's supposed to be like the beginning of the game. Okay, so you start here where you got out of a forest. Have you seen those games or films where they lure victims into the place and stay where Count Dracula is or whatever creature? It's like that. So you go up here and you notice the castle. So this, yeah, this is supposed to be a linear level like Crash Bandicoot, but somewhat of a sense of exploration. And you would have stuff like well, not secrets, but kind of like finding letters to assemble a word or name. And then you go through the gates to enter level 2, and you try to go in this castle, but you can't. So let's try to go to the back. But you can't go through here because it's locked. And the key is over here. And there would be a really big guard here, so you have to keep your distance from him. And then you do some light platforming to reach the key that would be right here. And then you go through the door and continue journeying down here. This would be like a moat or something, and you can't cross it up here, so there's no bridge, so you have to go down and then go up. And you continue journeying down. I think I should add some obstacles here. But then leads to the backyard, which is a hedge maze. So you have to go through these twists and turns to find secrets and collectibles. Unless you're a speedrunner, then that can be a bit of a problem because you have to find your way through. Yeah, I'm on the right track. Okay, yeah. And no rope. But yeah, once you're there, you still can't get in, so another way through is to go up. Oh darn, hold on. Up. And you would start right here. And the third level, which is going around the castle. It's pretty small here, but um in the game it would be much bigger. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all I have for this world. Uh, I hope that if I ever go back to this, it'll have more. Resort to any part concert. $20. Yeah, I think that's all I could show for now. So let's move on to the third disc. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, I will show a few more worlds and then I will move on to the sketches. Yeah, you were there in the last stream, though I don't think I have shown all. So I'll show some that I probably haven't shown, including the ones that I have updated on. And then we'll move on to sketches. Toy box saves. Let's start with where is it? Island Adventure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've shown this in the last stream. Oh, don't. Oh, you'll like some of them. I'm pretty sure. Now, this world, along with two others, will be part of this game called Island Rangers, where you play as these little rangers exploring the land and rescue citizens. And I don't mean like the baby stuff per se. It'll be more like um, it, I would say Zelda, where you have to solve puzzles, and it'll most likely be top down if necessary. So um, if you want to get a feel for this environment, I recommend playing Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures Pacopolis. I'm not sure which version, or it should be the when the city is iced over or froze over. So you start at this little hub area where you have a blimp that allows you to travel and a houses for shopping and such. And through here would have routes that went through under and over the streets, so you cannot go through there. So the only way to get across is to go through here, and that's where the adventure begins. And of course, there will be some platforming challenges and puzzles here and there that you have to solve in order to get across and find the people that are trapped, lost, or injured. You have to rescue them and get them out of there. And you can see two pathways here. However, this area would be blocked for, the beginning of the game. So you have to go through here. I'm thinking of having a puzzle here. And once you get across, you'll make it here, which will lead you back to the town, which is a nice way to start the game. And now, going back down here. You take the second path, which we'll take up here. Now, for the source of inspiration, it was from this mobile game from Pet Rescue Puzzle Saga. And no, not the Pet Rescue Saga that you can find on the Google Play Store. Not that one. There was a game before it called Pet Rescue Puzzle Saga, to which it was very different, at least in design and the map. You look at the first world of the game and you find how nicely detailed it is, and so I I wanted to explore that place. I was like, I wonder what it's like over there. So I yeah, I would sorry. Oh, that's for later. Let me go back. So here you would jump this way. But yeah, I looked at I looked at that game, some of the worlds. It was beautiful. I wondered about certain places, and I ended up having a dream of the beginning of this world. So I decided to create it. And so this becomes Island Rangers, where you explore the islands to rescue people. Oh, I should block that. You might have this gap to get over. And again, another gap. Oh boy. And lots of platforming, lots of puzzles. And then once you rescue enough people, you can unlock more pathways. To which, if you go over here, it would lead to this part of the city, which would have a giant man-eating plant. To which you have to solve puzzles to take it down. And then once you're done, you go through a manhole, which will take you back at the start. And then you move on to the next island. Which, by the way, I got a couple more, so let's load that up. Okay, so this is another city, and no, it's not the one from before. This is a different city. Now, in this place, through story, that the area or the city is conquered by thieves and thugs. And because of that, the safest route to rescue people is to um, stay on top of buildings. Now, as you can see, I have a bunch of stuff here. I didn't clean it up yet. But other than that, let's go. So yeah, for a while I wondered what it'd be like if you travel on the sides of the city or buildings instead of just on top or on the bottom, and that's why I made these linear pathways so you can see what it's like. And climb up here. Of Mario Odyssey area, yeah, New Donk City. Whee! Okay, now go up here. And then go this way. And then you enter a park, which is basically a safe zone for the people who don't want to get attacked. So you have all of this, lots to explore. And so after that, you go up here, which will take, once you reach up here, it'll probably be something like a transport of some kind that'll take you back to the start. Though it'd probably be better if I make another route or something. I'll think about it. So after that, we go this way. Go up the building. And then you go this way. And then you would go across this line, which would be either a closed line or a power line that'll let you cross. It's dangerous for sure, but well, I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, you would see cars passing by, so you'll see yourself crossing. And then you go across this line. And this is as far as I've gotten for now. Hopefully I'll do more for this world soon. Got one more and then something else. It'll be Island Adventure 3. Now, this one will be a tropical level. For music, I would recommend Super Mario Galaxy 2. I don't know what music it's called. I think it's Bowie. No. Sunshine Beach Galaxy, I think that's what it's called. That music. Which you will see soon. So you would start here at this little resort, and you would get across some little islands and rocks. Now here is a branch path, to which starting here you would enter the island, and then you would climb up. And I stopped here. There will. Oh, no. I continue down this way. And then go on these rocks. And I stopped here. And now for the other way. Well, actually, there's nothing else here, but there would be another path. And I haven't thought of all of the levels yet, but the last one for this one would be a volcano where a giant turtle rests in the, well, volcano. And then the volcano begins to erupt. Everyone will not make it if it happens. They won't evacuate in time, and so it's up to the island rangers to do something about it. Don't ask how. I didn't make it. I didn't go that far yet. But basically, they somehow make the giant turtle rock fall off the island away from the villagers into the water, and everyone is saved. And the turtle rock calms down, and it's alive, by the way, but it calms down and became good, not enraged. Now, I've already shown a lot of these worlds in this disc in my previous stream, so you can go check them out if you want. But yeah, I'm going to show 2 more, and then I'll move on to sketches. Okay. Now, this is based off that PlayStation, not exactly an original PlayStation 1 game, but PlayStation 1 inspired. That is supposed to be Griff the Winged Lion. It's a Spyro slash Crash clone. Which, by the way, that project was canceled due to um, copyright lawsuit. And this is something I want to warn people who wants to make games based on the franchise they love. If you're going to make something based off that, make sure it's different to the point where it has a sense of identity. If it's too similar to the original source, then it'll be considered plagiarism. And I get that you want to bring back what you originally love, but if it's too close to their franchise, then it'll be hard to keep that vibe alive. So your please be aware of what you're getting yourself into. I don't think many people will hear that or at all, but I want people to care about what they should be aware about. Anyways, so yeah, this is based off Griff the Winged Lion. These are concept arts that I decided to make into 3D. As you can see, it's just a pathway through here. And that's basically it. If I were in the one of those driving seats, specifically the designer, I would have that pathway up here. That way, you would have a sense of exploration to look through every corner to find out where to go next. And another thing I would do for the sake of identity is that for Griff, he had this little gargoyle partner, which is straight from Spyro and Sparks. So already that's a red flag when it comes to copyright properties. What I would do is have the gargoyle as the tutorial, and when it comes to the special abilities like um upgrade punches or whatever, I would have those hidden in certain levels. Um instead of having all of the abilities, you would have to earn them. Like Sonic Adventure, that you have to go explore the hub world and use your abilities to find secret upgrades. So I'm not done yet. There's still that part over there. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe something like a harbor. And as you can see, this is still a work in progress. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be something like that. And there's one more I haven't gotten into making yet called Bon Appetit, which is basically a graveyard level with catacombs and such. So yeah, maybe I'll get back into this soon and continue making what's left of the project. But yeah, I'll at least. But yeah, I give credit for the people who were making that game, and maybe one day they'll modify it in a way it'll have a sense of its own identity. Here's hoping. Okay, last one. Toyland. Okay, so this one I'm also been working on. Well, it was a while ago. So, um, this will be a like a Christmas Carol. It's like Ebenezer Scrooge and those Christmas classics. This will be a Christmas tradition, and I mean an actual game, not a DLC or a skin. So in this one, you play as a toy soldier journeying through the land of Christmas to save a ballerina from the Rat King. You know that story, the Nutcracker tale. I don't know what you call that. Yeah, the Nutcracker story. So this what you're seeing right now will be the hub world. So it will have this wavy path like you would see in those mobile games, and all around you would have the decorations and such. You will see the first world, which will be the Toyland, and the next one you will see will be the buffet, buffet, and the next one you will see presents, and then sodas and sweets, Christmas tree, and all that. And at the very last one, well, actually, the last world will be, well, no. The last one will be the Christmas tree, and then the last one, like a secret additional ending, like you would see in some of the Mario games. The last one will be the rat hole, where all the rats are nesting. Okay, so on to the first world or first level. Now this will be different than what you would see in Mario or any other game actually. So instead of reaching to the end, because it'll be close by, the end will be right there. You have to explore the area to find star coins. And I don't mean like the ones from Mario, I mean like power stars. But instead of one whole star, it's like 5 silver stars, 8 red coins. You have to collect enough star coins in order to access the next world. So again, this first world will be toy themed, and you would have secret areas. If you want the music for this place, I would recommend um, Pac-Man or Namco Museum Remix, Pack and Roll World 3. So this open so this there would be a train here, so you can jump onto the train in order to get across some places. You can jump onto these places. And again, you have to collect star coins, not power stars, in order to make it in order to enter the next world. And now we enter the next world. Do I have one for this one yet? Oh, I don't think I've made the portals for this. Okay. Uh-huh. Next one is right here. Okay, so this will be a town with a raceway. So yeah, something for you to collect coin. So you have to use this vehicle to collect star coins, and you can yeah, and you can ram into other toys. And okay, this car is pretty slow. And there will be some other stuff like over here, some a bit of platforming. But yeah, I want to have each level to have a different theme and item to use in order to collect star coins. Now for this one, mm, this will be a train level. So you start here, and the exit would be right there. But once you get on the train, which will take you to that exit, it'll start moving. So you'll have to go through all of this in order to reach the end. A little trick to the player. But while you're at it, yeah, you can explore these little areas to collect more star coins. So it'll be little towers. And over there, it'll be something like an open field, a small open field. And then over here, we'll have these bridges that you'll have to cross in order to reach these two sides, as well as some crates to get over. And then you go all the way back here, which will take you to the exit. And now for the second world, which will be the table where you have all the food. You can see it's just a bunch of stuff from other movies, but this is basically what it would look like. You're surrounded by giant banquets. So you would have the chicken and the beef and the steak and the fruits and vegetables, all the festives. And um a mechanic for this one, for this world specifically, is that you have to collect enough star coins to open these pathways. So you can leave if you want. The exit will be right here. But in order to enter these, you have to collect 5, 10, 15 star coins. If you played A Bug's Life, it'll be like those couple of levels where you have to collect enough grains in order to progress through the level. So yeah, that's everything I got. A little something for the Christmas traditions, I hope. And now that I've covered everything here, I think it's about time we can finally get into my sketches. So let's find a good place to start. Here we go. Okay, you might find this one a bit of a mess. Okay. Um, where is it? Okay. Now for the Island Rangers. Did I mention before? Okay, there we go. I'll probably raise the camera. There we go. So, yeah, this is a family. In the game, it would center around those two kids in the middle, and they journey together throughout the islands, finding their parents. To which it later on revealed that first they feel that they're just individual kids, but then they realize that they're sibling of their parents, and because of that, once they realize that, they have to find their parents. And well, and as you can see, there would be some drama behind their origins, mainly because they were all separate, so they didn't know. So the two kids don't know each other or themselves as much. So as they journey together, they would build their bonds and come closer to their truth. On to the next one. Okay, here's something I've been working on. If you're familiar with Pokemon, then you would know the catch and release. Gotta catch them all, and you can also see the clones and take-ons of that gaming genre. Now, for this one, these will be aliens from another planet. This one is something like a spider gorilla, which you can tell by the eyes. Now, you don't actually capture them. Instead, you have to gather DNA samples in order to create one. And I don't mean create a Frankenstein monster, but instead make your own morph power that lets you transform into them. So you'll have this duty uh, as something like a planet ranger to protect the creatures of other planets. And you will realize someone is trying to find the secrets of the planets to conquer the world or catching them all. Oh, and I don't think I've mentioned this. This this will center around humans. So this is one species of creature. Here's another one. Let me raise that up. There. So see, you can see it starts as a cub, and as it becomes older, it grows more legs to the point where it can climb and build camouflage. And here's another one. A Cerberus snake. It starts off with one head and then grows another head until it grows 3 heads. So these will all be creatures that you can morph into once you gather enough DNA samples. And here's another one. Spiritual guardian escorts, which are basically statue elephants that roam the lands to search and protect the wounded. And I'm glad you like it. And as you can see, those lines are supposed to be vines, so it's what keeps the statue together. Okay, so this one I've been working on has some actually no, this one I'm still working on because I'm still trying to figure out what characters will be in this one. So this one will be a fighting game like Street Fighter. However, instead of kung fu fighters or samurais or boxers, you have Western gunslingers. So, you for a fighting game, you can have this option to focus on using guns. If not, then you can just do physical attacks like Street Fighter. So, yeah. And as you can see, I'm still making more, trying to make more. So, there's that. Okay, so this will be an interesting one. If you're familiar with a game called Rough Trigger, it is considered one of those worst games to ever have for the PlayStation 2. And one of the biggest reasons why is because it was a clone to Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and Pikmin. And I thought maybe I could try to make a game better with the same mechanics but better. That may sound ridiculous, but that's the challenge I want to take. And if I fail, I fail. So here's what I have so far. So, this will center around alien bugs. the one on the left with the blaster is the main protagonist, and the one to the right is the queen of the beehive. And I drew a little emblem to see what it looked like, though I would probably have to redesign it to make it more sci-fi. Yeah, these will be alien bugs from other planets. It's like Metroid, where you shoot down alien bugs, but instead of having them as enemies, they could be friends. And here's more. And again, more emblems. If you want a theme for this, it'll be Save This World from Fantasy Star Universe. Just so you can have that vibe. And of course, the main enemies will be the wasps and hornets. That to which they want to eradicate all bugs who won't follow their orders. And that's when you have the bees swarming in to defend their home. Like Cowboy Tekken. Yeah. Cowboy Tekken. I guess you could say that for those Western characters. And these are the ants. They will build and repair and also defend. They'll do base defense. I don't think that's a but yeah, they'll be ground control. I'll just go with that. And that'll be all for that game. And I'm also thinking of multiplayer and co-op. The levels will be linear with mini bugs to give commands, mini robotic bugs to build, destroy, to hack. It'll be like Pikmin, but more about the No, that's not it. I don't think that I would give any. I don't think I have a good example for that. But yeah, it'll be like Pikmin. There'll be no transformation like Jak and Daxter, and it'll be sort of like Ratchet and Clank. So that's my take on Rough Trigger. And now for another one, to which I like to call King of Dance. So there we go. The one on the left is a lion. His name is Ken Drifter. He has a personal passion for dancing. And the thing is that he doesn't know where to start. And so he comes across African animals that can show him multiple cultures of dance. And of course, when it comes to climbing the ranks, you're bound to have rivals. And so you have these three hyenas, which will be the main protagonists. And as you can see, each one has a different class of music and dance. One is hip hop, the other is waltz, and one is metal. And I got some more. Hang on. Okay. Now, the tiger, which is the one in the middle, is not part of the game, but to the other lion, or in this case lioness, will be uh, Ken's in a way partner, to which will to which I'm thinking of the name Lolly Poppy, to which is a candy brand. I want to have some of their names um brands, music brands and such. And so the two rabbits over there, they will they will be at the beginning, to which will be at the beginning of the journey, which will be hip hop. I will also add a raccoon because of culture. Raccoons are very common in America, so it would make sense to have a raccoon doing American dances. Okay, now this one I'm still working on. Right there. This little one will be one of three Caped Fox sisters. I think it's called Cape Fox. They are African foxes that are learning South American dances, which is why she's wearing the dress. And for South America, I haven't thought of an animal yet that will lead the dance. But yeah, see, as a whole, these African animals will journey and learn. These African animals explores the multiple cultures of dance. And as for the gameplay, let me draw some stuff up. Okay, now up here, this will be the gameplay. So this will be on mobile phones. All the games I hope will be on mobile phones. And no, there will not be any microtransactions nor loot box. Well, I am thinking of loot boxes, but not here. No microtransactions whatsoever. I want this game to be accessible. I want these games to be free from any charges, and I want this game to appeal to everyone. So I will add some ads, but also a premium price to remove ads so you can play the game as a whole. So the ads can be annoying, but besides what ads are being shown, it will not harm you in tempting to constantly purchase or anything. So I promise you that. Now, as for the gameplay, as you can see, there are two H's for hold and two T's for tap. So it'll be like this. So you can use two thumbs to tap, but when it comes to holding these things, you only have one thumb occupied. So you have to use the other thumb to do more of the tapping. So, and these will be the notes, while the hold part will be the long notes. It's do 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 do. Um, it'll be like Dance Dance Revolution, but this layout will be different. And I'm also thinking of adding 2-player verses with power ups and power downs, if it'll be possible. So we'll just have to wait and see. And got some more to show. It's almost 2 hours, so I'll probably have to end it soon. Okay. Now, if what was it again? Oh yeah. If you're familiar with the puzzle games of the early 2000s and 1990s, like the Mean Bean Machine and Street Puzzle Fighter, where you have to duel with puzzle games, I am working on right now. Okay, so this will be center around the kingdom of birds. So this peacock here is the king of the bird kingdoms, and he hosts a tournament to see who will be the best warriors of the land. So, or of the sky, because all the kingdoms will take place in the sky. So you can choose which character to play as, and you play this puzzle games where you have to match 3 or more in order to send your blocks to your opponents to make it more challenging for them. Still working on the mechanics on how, because I want to be different when compared to other people. I'm not sure if I can, but we'll see. Here we go. Okay, so right here, this will be in a game called Boulevard: The New World. So basically, their hometown was hit by a tornado, and because of that, almost no houses were left. So this um this guy here is determined to rebuild it again. And so it will not be like those modern farming simulators like Rune Factory or Harvest Moon, where it's only about farming and dungeon exploration. Instead, it'll be more like if you've seen a game called Farm Frenzy, where you have to act fast and complete tasks, it'll be like that. It'll be half life simulator, half party game. You can um you can try to beat your high score, gather enough materials by completing those party games, and keep going until you can rebuild your hometown. And I have plans for the sequels as well, so I hope you'll look forward to that. Okay, I got 2 more and then I should be done for now. Okay. Now this will be in another game where it'll be 2D or 3D platformer. So what you're seeing here is the king of the not the king of the rats for the Nutcracker, but a king of the rat tribe. Um, and he is the cruelest king to ever exist. He, um, he challenges so many creatures, so many champions, and with such an intelligent mind and strategy, he slays them all, to which he decorates on his throne, made from bones, scales, and furs. And those circles will be the heads of the champions and kings, showing how skilled he is as a slayer of all kinds. And moving on, he later on he has his children. There we go. The general, uh, the the general, the leader of the guards, and the strategist. So attack, defense, strategy. So after the king dies from a warrior, it left one throne open, and that leads to one question: who will claim the throne? And so they will fight each other out until um, the victory will be decided. Now they will have that. They will have. Well, before I do, as you can see, these lines. Those are their scars, kind of like an achievement of their survival and such. So they will have their own game of capture the flag. It'll be like Halo from Xbox and Fat Princess from PS3. I never got to play it, unfortunately, but the music is really good, and that music gave me inspiration for their their designs and character. And later on, there will be another story about, I will say, orphans who journey to discover this scenario, to which these three rats decided that whoever kills the chosen one first will claim the throne. So there will be a race to see who can vanquish who. So yeah, that will be exciting. Which, oh yeah, this one here will not be a video game, but more like a TV show. There we go. Now, these will be like golden dragons, or I like to call G dragons for short. Um, the little one to the the little one there, he will be like Jesus, who created that animal world. So it's lore time. So he created the world and created the animals. He decided to make them evolve to become like him. But something happened that that upsets him, to which it's the Rat King. He gained so much intelligence that he used that power to do evil. So because of that, the evolution stopped, to which it is fallen into, or it ended up with three types of animals: the anthros, the full-on human creatures; the intelligent ones, which are regular animals, but has the intelligence of humans; and the animals that remains as animals. Now, I do learn that creating something like this can be challenging, especially since it would be a mess if it's not written correctly, to which should be a good thing that I haven't gone into development yet. But yeah, when it comes to the games, I will keep their intelligent species divided. That way, the world feels more in order. And once I do crossovers, that's where I get to bring them together and bring the mess up. Until then, um, I'll just have to keep on a low profile in order to not make the world confusing. Confusing. Which, by the way, this is the dragon world before the animal world was created. So let's show more. Here we go. Okay, so here are some designs of the students of an academy. Now, as you can see, they have multiple designs because in the dragon world, well, they live in a utopia, a city, a sci-fi city, as you can see. And there will be three different kinds of, or three different districts. The Asian district, which is that one. The Barbarian district, with the Vikings and the Pride and the big weapons. And then this one will be the UK, the medieval castles, medieval world. And here are some of the designs. So katana, hammer, and mace. The banners, which one of them still isn't complete. Which you can see they are the banners of their cultures. The armory, and I added a little elemental map to show what it's like. So, the elemental designs are sci-fi, so it's fire beats um, nature, and nature beats water, nature beats fire, and then metal beats earth, earth beats electric, electric beats metal, fire beats metal, metal beats nature, nature beats electric, electric beats water, water beats earth, and earth beats fire. And the two sides you see are not exactly, don't have any elemental advantages or disadvantages, They're more like strategies, like slowing down, someone's powering up, to which these are light and darkness. And now for some of the dragon designs. Now, some of the designs are still work in progress, but the Asian Chinese dragon, the long one, he's in the barbarian culture, basically in one of those, cause he owns a casino, and his stadium will be one of those. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it'll be with the big screens on the back, multiple big screens, and the female dancer on the other side, she would sing a song saying that if you challenge him, you'll never make it out alive. And if you want the battle theme for this dragon, I recommend Courtney Gears from Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Oh my gosh. And this one is still work in progress. In the Asian district, you would have a band of thieves who are ninjas. They disguise themselves as civilians, to which they steal any valuables they can find and sell it in the black markets. I haven't made the leader yet. It's still work in progress. And here's some more that I worked on. You see this big guy who is a sumo wrestler. The one with the horns is a barbarian warrior, and the one in the middle will be the wife of the golden dragon. The tall one with the, what do you call those Japanese suits from those Japanese suits that you wear in festivals? Yeah, she will be the wife of the golden dragon, to which they will have the sun, which will be the creator of the animal world. And now for this one. This is all I'll be showing for this page. The rest is whatever. He The G dragons are the light dragons, which is why I have the sun and moon elements on the chart. This one is the dark. This is the dark dragon. Yeah, he's finding stuff to create that animal world. Basically, something not good, which is why dark creatures are always the mischievous and well, the evil kinds. So that'll be an interesting story. But yeah, that is everything I have for now on my creations. I hope you enjoyed this journey from start to finish. And if you haven't seen if you haven't seen everything, that's okay. You can start this video over. And if you look forward to it, I hope you can support me when the time comes. So happy 1 year anniversary to this channel. And well, I guess I got nothing else to say. So thank you so much for watching. Right. I'm writing down stories. I don't mean not like novel stories where it's a complete book, but the basic points on what the stories will be like. I'm currently working on one right now. So yeah, that'll be for another time. That'll be for another time, either a 2nd year anniversary or some kind of special celebration like 99 subscribers or something. So I hope you look forward to that. I I am. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see DSiWare games, PlayStation Portable. Which, by the way, I've been taking a break for a while now because a lot has been going on. So hopefully, sometime next week, I'll be able to be back on track. And I make sure to buy some more DSiWare games before the store closes. I haven't forgot about that. I don't want too much to be forgotten. So I hope you'll look forward to them if you're interested. So I hope that you'll have a good one and goodbye.